Good morning, Oakfield Elementary. Please stand for the pledge. Our pledgers for today are Ava and Ellery Lamb. Take it away, ladies.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I thought today was a perfect day to use that pledge once again because Ava and Ellery Lamb were doing the pledge at a Lambertine Memorial Day celebration. And with Memorial Day being this weekend, I thought that was a great time to have those ladies shine once again. So thank you for submitting that. Today is Friday, May 22nd, 2020, our 42nd day of virtual learning and our favorite day of virtual learning of the week, Catch Up Friday. So I hope you don't have much to catch up on and you can enjoy most of the day as free time. Celebrating birthdays today, Bailey Appleman and Hudson Steinke. On June 24th, Aliana Flattoe, Juliet Mulder, and on June 25th, Aria Schroeder. July 22nd, Peyton Breister, Garrett Drazkowski, and Jack Fisher. So happy May, June, and July birthdays to all of you. National days today. Mrs. Moore, this one's for you. Today is National Buy a Musical Instrument Day. Awesome! Mrs. Moore, as you know, is our elementary music teacher, but she's also our band teacher for kids in grades 6 through 12th grade. So she would love it if you bought a musical instrument and started working on playing it. It's also National Solitary Day. Solitary is a card game that you can play and definitely something if it rains over the weekend that you should check out and learn more about. And then for some of you, you may be celebrating this. It's also National Road Trip Day today. Typically, Memorial Day weekend is a big traveling time for people. They may be heading up north or going on a long weekend vacation. But with everything happening with the safer at home orders and COVID-19, there's not going to be as much travel this year. But keep it in mind, it's National Road Trip Day. And maybe it's a road trip to Gillies or Kelly's or somewhere state park close by. That can be considered a road trip as well. Our joke of the day comes to us from William Legal. His mom emailed me and said he's really enjoying the jokes. Thanks, William. I appreciate that. And they sent me jokes from their yogurt cartons. So here's the first one. Why didn't the kid want to go ice fishing? He was afraid he'd catch a cold. Get it? Ice fishing is cold, catching a cold. Here's the next one. What do you say to a rug on top of a mountain? Hi, Matt. Hi, mountain. Matt is another name for a rug. So awesome. And the last one. How does the queen bee style her hair? With a honeycomb. Those are pretty good, legal boys. Thanks for submitting. I have 6 days of virtual announcements left and I am out of jokes. So if anyone else has jokes, send them my way. I would love to see them. Our featured video today comes to us from Olivia Vielbig. She is dancing, well, kind of, her way out of elementary school. She wanted to share this super cute video with a creative spin on TikTok. Take it away, Olivia.
Simba.
Thanks, Olivia. I love how brave the students are when they submit videos because you do have to put that out there. Just like when I do announcements every day, you have to build up your confidence to do that. So thanks, Olivia, for sharing. I love the Lion King theme. Our shout out for today, it goes to Mrs. Burgum. Did you notice that you had bubbles in your drop-off pickup bags when we did our trunk pickup? You got a thing of bubbles, a bubble wand with some great messages on it. That was all done by Mrs. Burgum. So I just want to shout her out today for all of her work for that to happen. And I hope if you haven't gotten a chance to use your bubbles, you can do that over the weekend with the weather being beautiful outside. So thank you, Mrs. Burgum, not only for supplying us bubbles, but as our school counselor, she's been connecting with so many kids through Google Hangouts and chats and sending out surveys and just checking on everyone to make sure that you're all doing okay. So, and parents are reaching out when they need support. It's just an awesome system, and we are so fortunate to have her. So thanks, Mrs. Burgum. And Oak Pride updates today. Mrs. Garrity said we should have Patriotic Day, red, white, and blue, to honor Memorial Day. Absolutely. I have my red, white, and blue on today, and it's definitely something we should be thinking about on Monday as it is Memorial Day. To go along with that, I wanted to teach you a little bit. What's the difference between Memorial Day in May and Veterans Day in November? On both Memorial Day and Veterans Day, it's customary to spend time remembering and honoring the countless veterans who served the United States through our country's history. However, there is a distinction between the two holidays. For Memorial Day, it commemorates the men and women who died while in the military service of our country. Particularly those who died in battle or as a result of wounds sustained in battle. In other words, the purpose of Memorial Day is to memorialize the veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. We spend time remembering those who lost their lives or could not come home, reflecting on their service and why we have the luxury and the freedom that we enjoy today in the United States. We might consider how we can support and safeguard their grieving families and loved ones who they left behind. So as you may be on a road trip this weekend, you might drive by a cemetery and you will see United States flags by some of the gravestones. And that means they served in our military, and they are the ones we are honoring on Memorial Day. Veterans Day is the day we set aside to thank and honor all who served our country in wartime and peacetime, regardless if they died or survived. Veterans Day is always observed officially on November 11th, regardless of the day of the week on which it falls. So, and you remember that we have a special ceremony at school for Veterans Day. And attached to our announcements today, I sent you the link for our Veterans Day slideshow that we used in that presentation. And some of the people in that video would be honored on Memorial Day as well. So remember, Memorial Day is memorializing them, meaning honor those who've passed away. And Veterans Day is everyone, those who are with us still and those who've passed on. So just a little bit of an education, because I think it's important that you understand the distinction between the two. All right, guest teachers, you almost got this. Thank you for all your work with iReady and supporting students. I know that taking an assessment like that at home is not ideal. It can be stressful, and I'm so glad you were there to calm them down, to tell them to breathe, to do their best, to take their time, and they got it. So thank you, guest teachers, for staying in that green zone and taking breaths if they needed it, reminding them to take a break if they needed it. And just so we could kind of see how they did on the math assessment. It's just a way for us to see how they're growing. So you rock, guest teachers. Thank you for being positive role models and encouraging them and not discouraging them. I appreciate that. And to end our announcements for today, we are going to honor our Memorial Day on Monday. And there's a little message about remembering Memorial Day, honor those who served. So that's all I have for announcements today. We are really getting close to the end, kids. 4 more virtual days of school. We got this. Next week, we'll be highlighting our 5th grade students. I can't wait. That's all I have for announcements. Remember, show expected behaviors, stay in that green zone, get outside this weekend, but make sure before you head outside, you have all your work done from the week. You are almost there. You got this. Have a fantastic Friday, everyone, and enjoy your 3 days off. You work so hard, you don't need to come to school on Monday for virtual school. I'll see you on Tuesday.